Now we are going to see estimating to the nearest hundreds by rounding off. I'll repeat, estimating to the nearest hundreds by rounding off. 841. So look at this number. This is nearest. What is the heading? Nearest 100. Okay. So ones, tens, 100. So first place ones and next is tens and the last one is 100. So you have to what? Estimating the round of nearest 100. So this number is nearest 100, you have to make it. Okay, you have to change this 841 as nearest 100. Okay, so what is the answer for the question? Let's start. Okay, so ones place 1 and tens place what? 40. That is ones place 1 and tens place what? 4 tens, that means 40. That is what I told you. So 841. So 841 nearest 100 is what? 800. How could you say it is 800? So how could I say means nothing but actually in tens place what is the number? 4 tens, and here what? Ones place 1. So if it is 850 or else and 850 above means, so what are you going to do? So the number is 50 or 50 and above, so you have to consider as 900. But here 41, what is this? 41. So tens and ones you have to consider. So this is only 41, that is what nearest 10 is. It is not reaching 850 or 850 and above, it is not there. So 850 means you have to write so 900, or else 850 and above means you can write what 900 again. But here 841 only. So you have to, if you actually you have to write the nearest 100, but at the same time you have to consider tens and ones also. So 41. So 41 means 4 tens and 1 ones. That means 41 plus 1, 41, 841. So 41 is what? 41 is what? Less than 50. 41 is what? Less than 50. So if the number is, don't consider this 8. Okay, if the number is 50 or 50 and above means you have to change this what? 840. So suppose it is 850 or else 872 or 859. If the number is like this, so what you are going to do? You have to, nearest 100 is what you can say this 900, but it is 840, so it is not reaching 850. So 41 is less than 50, so that you have to write 800. So ones and tens in these two places, nearest 100 only. So what you are going to do? 100 means you know this, you know that 2 zeros, you have to circle it. Okay, so you have to write it, not circle it. So round off nearest 100. So these two digits, that is tens and ones, you have to put 0. That is what the nearest 100 is, 800. Okay, for this question 841, nearest 100 is what? 800. Next question. Now we are going to see the next question, that is 9537. 9537. Look at this number. This is ones and again tens, and this is 100, and this is what? 1000. So 537. So you have to consider that is nearest 100. Nearest 100 means you have to what? See these three digits. There is ones, tens and 100. So 100 place what is the number? 500. But 37 in tens and ones. Tens place 3 and ones place what? 7. But 537, of course this is 500 and above. At the same time, it is not 550 and above. This is only 500 above. So that is what you have to write. The nearest value is what is 37, 537. Suppose this number is 550 or else 562 or else 579 or else 586. If come like this, if the number is come like this, so you have to write what is 537. So if the numbers comes like this, what you are going to do? 9600 you change, because you have to write nearest 100. So 9600. But This is 537. 100 only you have to change the nearest 100, but at the same time you have to consider the tens and ones. I have told you already. So 37 is less than 50 again. It is less than 50, so that you have to write the nearest 100 is 9500. I think so you understand. This is 500 and above, but at the same time, but it is not 550 and above. So if the number is 550 or 562, 579 and 586, even though it is 555, so you can change what? 9600, because nearest 100, but it is only 537, because you have to what? Estimating the nearest 100 rounding off, nearest 100 by rounding off. So you have to consider 537, even though you have to change the nearest 100, but you have to consider the tens and ones. In the tens place, what is the number? 37. 37 is less than 50, so you have to write 9500. I think so you understand the second sum. Now we are move on to the third sum. What is the sum? Which sum it is? Third sum. Okay, third sum. Look at the third sum. So this is 5750. So 5750. So this is ones, tens and 100 and 1000 again. Okay, 5750. So look at this. You have to round off nearest 100. So 750 only you have to consider. 750. It is surely, you know that very well. I have told you it is what? 750. That is 700 more than that. 700 above. That is 750. 750, I have told you, that is in tens and ones. Look at this, 700 and 100 place, what is the number? 700. In tens place, what? 5, and ones place 0. I have told you, even though you want to change nearest 100, you have to consider the 10. 750, this is the nearest 100 only, you have to change this. So what you are going to do, that is nearest 100 means, this is what is, you have, even though you have to consider nearest 100, you have to consider the tens and ones place value. What is the number in tens place value? This is 5. So 50, I have told you 50 and 50 above. So 50 and above means you have to go to the next digit. That means this becomes, so what? 5750. It becomes 5800. Okay, 5000, because this 50 and above means you have to add with the next, you have to add one more digit with the 100 place. So you have to add 1 with this digit, 7. So you have to add 1 with this particular digit. So it becomes 8, 7 plus 1, 8. And after that, this tens and ones place, you have to put zeros, because 100 means the last two digit ends with what? 0, double 0. Nearest 100 means the last two digit ends with double 0. That is what nearest 100. I think so you understand. This is 750. At the same time, you have to change the nearest 100. Even though you want to change the nearest 100, you have to consider the tens and ones. So tens and ones, what is the number? 50. So 50 and above means in the 100 place, what you are going to do? You have to add with 1. So 7 plus 1, that becomes 8. So, and after the tens and ones place, you have to put zeros, that means double 0. So answer is 5800. I think so you understand the what? Estimating to the nearest 100 by rounding off very clearly.